Here's how I created a resin base for my glitter cup. First, I start off by making sure that the cup, especially the base, is completely clean. I use alcohol and a microfiber towel to really get in there, make sure that there's no residue of any kind, there's no dust. Make sure that there's no alcohol or any mineral oil under the plug. Go ahead and clean that really well, and then just make sure your plug is nice and tight and snug. And then I used a nail file to start really filing all around, even kind of getting under the plug a little bit. But I'm filing all around because I'm going to resin the whole base. Then I'm going to mix up the glitter combo. It's usually the same as the glitter combo that I have inside the cup, but you could go with whatever you like. Here is my glitter all mixed up, and as you can see, it matches pretty well with the glitter that's inside. Now I'll take the resin, and first I'm going to close up the plug. I used a brush to spread it around, not too thin, but thin enough so when you do you're gonna end up doing 2 more coats of resin with the glitter, so you don't want it to pop out too much. Now I'm using my handheld lamp to cure the resin. Here I'm going in with more resin for my glitter, and you want to make it into like a paste-like consistency. I was using the popsicle stick, but that wasn't working that well. I should have been using the brush instead, which I will do in a moment. So you want it to be almost like a paste-like consistency. So that way your glitter really is meshed in, mixed in with the resin. And now I'm doing a little bit of kind of like spot cleaning or adding more resin to make sure that the consistency is a little bit more paste-like. I'm making sure I'm cleaning up the edges as I'm going. That's why I'm wearing a glove. It's important to wear a glove. And again, I'm going through the edges, making sure there are no empty spots. And if there are, I'm going in with the resin, pushing in more glitter. If you do have a little bit of excess glitter after you have pushed in all your glitter and resin down, you can cure it. Which you'll see in a moment. I'm still filling in some gaps. Once I have cured it from the top and the bottom, because you have so much glitter, you have to do it from both, and you'll see that in a moment. Again, I'm making sure the edges are clean. I'm making sure there's enough space for more resin to go on. Now I'm curing it from the top. I cure it about 60 seconds to 90 seconds, but since I'm doing it in a circular motion like this, really close to it because of the glitter, I did it for longer, and then I went under because it is a clear glass, and I just made sure that I was hitting all the spots from all the angles, and again doing a circular motion, and I did this for another 2 minutes or so. Now shake off any excess glitter and just make sure it's hard. Then I go in with the second layer of resin. So some people say to use a heat gun at this moment, but I don't have a heat gun, so I just tried my best to spread it out as evenly as I could. And then you want it to be a nice thick enough layer. Obviously you don't want it to go over the lip of the base, but you know, you just spread it out as well as I could. some curing it for the last time. Again, I did it for about 2 minutes here. Sorry for the shaky video. My tripod was hitting up against my desk. And here's the finished product. And it looks really great. I love the way it looks. Put some photos of your glitter cup and your glitter resin bases in the comments. I would love to see them.